So Peter Obi said he's not going to spend his resources, his funds on paying party agent in the next coming election, 2027 presidential election. That if we Nigerians cannot protect our vote, we cannot, guide our vote and protect our make sure our vote counts. That we should forget about it. I think this is what his words imply. I have to go online to check it up, and I think this is a very big problem in this next election, this forthcoming election, 2027 presidential election. In that, I remember in the last presidential election, 2023 presidential election, it was alleged that Labour Party, which is Peter Obi, didn't have more than 40,000 party agents. As in 40,000 more than 40,000 polling units, he didn't have party agent in more than 40,000 polling units. You can see when the election was concluded in 2023 and the matter proceeded to the court, you can see that Peter Obi was always in the news. He was always calling out INEC and saying that INEC refused to provide sensitive materials for them to prove that they won the election. If you ask me, that is not logical. If you ask me, that is not mathematical. For you to say INEC refused to give you sensitive material to prove that you won the election. They are the ones that said Tinubu won the election. So do you expect them to give you any sort of material that will prove that you won the election? If Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi and Rabiu Musa Kwankwaso do not want to spend their resources on paying party agents in about 200,000 polling units we have in the country, by the time new party polling units are added in this forthcoming election, it could be more than 200,000. They should look for an alternative. They should not depend on online videos such as B71, B72. Those videos are not going to be like, they are not organized enough. They are not official, they are not professional, they are not organized enough to be accepted in the court of law, to be accepted by the international community. If Peter Obi does not want to spend his resources on paying party agents, because in his mind, it could be like, I want to help, I don't want to die, just like the way Jesus died for the humans. So Peter Obi's point can be understood. Fair enough. He doesn't want to die for us just the way Jesus Christ died for us, but he's ready to serve us, to fight for us. And in that case, he wants us to participate in the process of him serving us, which warrant he saying we should protect. We as Nigerians should be able to protect our vote. That if we can't protect our vote, we should forget about it. If he doesn't want to pay party agent, at least he should create a platform whereby a sort of online platform, it can be a sort of app, because there's no way you can take power from Tinubu without spending some sort of money. There is no way. You have to spend some sort of money. It could be that it is not going to be heavy money, massive money, as in, like the type people, those politicians are ready to spend. But you must spend money. If it means having to create an app or a software, an online platform whereby maybe on the election day, anybody, because even someone who voted for you will be more democratic, will be more patriotic to you becoming the president than an agent you paid to go and bring video evidence from a polling unit. Someone who voted for you, because I think before election commence, I think INEC is going to give their register to all parties to see those that registered voters and the voters that have collected their PVC, stuff like that. I think that's how it is done. So you can create a platform whereby on the day of election, maybe I'm in a polling unit and the result from my polling unit is being collated and it's being counted and it's being announced, and you are the winner. I can bring up my phone, go to the platform, and it will be a sort of a live video. I'll look for my state, I will look for my local government, look for my ward, then look for my polling unit. Then you can maybe the platform can ask me for criteria such like maybe I should snap my PVC, or maybe I should hold my PVC in the live video before I can be granted access in um, plus publicizing the electoral process in my polling unit live for everybody to see in the world, live in real time. At least this is not going to cost you money. I'll be the one to buy the data myself. I'll be the one to provide the phone belongs to me. I'll be the one to do this necessary logistics that is needed. I'll be the one to do them. But all you have to do is create the platform where patriotic Nigerians who vote for you can go live and be videoing what is happening in their polling unit. When the ballot box will be unboxed, when it will be, the ballot papers will be brought out, they will be sorted and they'll be collated, when they will be counted, and when the winner will be declared. They can be covering those voters that voted for you. They can be covering this whole process live in that platform for everybody to see in the world. And anybody, if for you to be able to cover a polling unit, you must be a registered voter in that polling unit. At least by the time 20 people are covering, maybe it can be said that it can be that it is only live coverage. Because by the time you do that, you can upload a video. Anybody from anywhere, maybe PDP people or APC people or ADC people, they can upload, a stage video, stuff like that. But when it is live, when it's a live video, as at when the results are being, the ballot papers are being sorted, collated, and counted, and the winner being announced in the platform, verified by your PVC to show that really you are from that polling unit. At least this way, you wouldn't need to spend much on party agent, because if you ever put your hope on Tinubu and INEC that they are going to conduct election, and by the time you have won the election, they will not say, okay, let's declare Peter Obi the winner of the election. He's the one that won. You are a very big dreamer. A very big dreamer, that's what you are. The only way INEC is going to declare you, Peter Obi, and Rabi Musa Kwankwaso as the winners is only when they know that you have placed them in check. You are putting them in check. You are checking them already. By the time they hear the news that, okay, they are covering the electoral processes live in all polling units in the country, and this is not being done by party agents that we can go and buy and say, okay, give us the video, don't send the video. How much they pay you? They pay you 100,000. Okay, we'll give you 150,000 or 200,000. Give us the video, don't send the video, or send the wrong video, or send a confusing video to put confusion in their calculation, in their mind. This is something that patriotic Nigerians, as in 50 people are videoing in the platform, and the video is the same thing. 50 people are videoing the platform, and the video and this thing is the same thing. So I want to read. So let me go on and read what Peter, because I had to go online and see for myself what Peter Obi meant by this statement of his, that he is not going to spend his resources or funds on paying party agents on the election day. And I know for myself that if we are not vigilant, unbelievably vigilant with INEC and APC, what happened in 2023 is going to repeat itself, no doubt. So it says 2027, as regards 2027 presidential election, protect your vote. Peter Obi charges citizens. So let's go. A presidential aspirant in the 2027 general election, Mr. Peter Obi, has charged Nigerians to be ready to protect their votes by waiting at the polling unit after casting their vote next year. That's a very good point. After casting their vote, you wait at the polling unit where you casted your vote for the vote to be counted and the winner declared. But that is not enough, because information, such announcement and its information will be given to its information and document will be given to a presiding officer. A presiding officer can be bought. The only way you can asmass INEC is if you let them know that there is no doing otherwise in this case. If you can't pay party agent, Nigerians will do the job for you. Patriotic Nigerians that voted for you will do the job for you. But you have to create a platform, an online platform, a form of a live coverage. I can go to the online platform and click my state. Maybe let's say I'm from Edo State or Delta State or Taraba State. I'll click my state, find my local government, find my ward, find my polling unit. Then it can be said that, okay, for you to cover such, you need a special code. You need a special code that will be sent to such that will be delivered, or you need to cover your PVC. You need to show your PVC in the live coverage platform so that you can be verified, and you'll be covering the electoral process as they are unboxing the ballot box, as they are bringing the ballot papers out, as they are counting them, as they are declaring the winner. You will be covering it live. As in such platform can be accessed by anybody from anywhere in the world. If you do this, and INEC hears that you are doing this, APC hears that you are doing this, you are covering the electoral process live. You are not the one that bought phones for the people that are covering it for you now. It is those patriotic citizens, those citizens that want the good of Nigeria, that voted for you. They are the one covering it now. You did not buy data for them. They are the ones that bought the data by themselves. But all you need to do is you create the platform where we can cover these electoral processes from every polling unit live for everybody to see in the world, so that INEC and APC will not do otherwise. Because if you think that, okay, after casting your vote, make sure you remain at the polling unit to make sure to see that the votes are properly counted and the rightful winner is declared. It doesn't stop there. That is film trick. Immediately the announced result is taken for the polling unit, manipulation has started. They can buy the presiding officer going to the ward level, or going to the local government level, even go to the state level, even going to FCT level. The only way you can secure your mandate is right there at the polling unit. Even before INEC we said they want to do whatever they want to do, we have already started rejoicing. That very day the election was conducted. So let's move on with what you said. They said Obihu said he will not pay to recruit polling unit agents if he gets to contest in the election, urge the electorate to ensure that their votes are properly counted. It will be properly counted, but it doesn't stop there. Recorded and transmitted by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) before leaving the polling centers. If they tell you that there is no network, are you going to kill them? If they tell you that we don't have network, are you going to kill them? But if they tell the voters that we don't have network, you'll be surprised. We have alternative networks such as this Starlink and the rest. If they let them off, it could be so they can go to any length to rig the election. They don't mind offering network, MTN, Glo, and the rest. They can go to any length to make sure that they emerge or they are declared the winner. And there's no evidence to show otherwise that they are not the winner. So you create a platform. I don't know you know be make me tell her. Or more let me share this video. Let Peter Obi, His Excellency Peter Obi and Rabi Kwankwaso create a platform, an online platform, a sort of online coverage platform for we, the citizens that are going to vote for him. Whereby I can go to my state, go to my local government in the platform, go to my ward, go to my polling unit. Then maybe I will not need a certain code to ensure that I am not an opposition migrating from a polling unit to another polling to do illegal coverage. To ensure that I am really at that polling unit where I am doing the coverage from. They cannot create a special code or a QR code or stuff like that. in the die minute. They cannot, maybe they will not request from my PVC that maybe I enter the live coverage scene of the platform. They cannot say, okay, you put your video, capture your PVC first, then put your QR code to guarantee that you are really in that particular polling unit that you claim that you are in. Then I will not do the live coverage for you. You not pay me for the phone, you not pay me for the data. Because I am fighting for myself, I'm fighting for my children and my grandchildren. I'm fighting for the generation yet unborn. I'm fighting for a better Nigeria. So let's move on ahead. So I stop at urge the electorate to ensure that their votes are properly counted, recorded, and transmitted by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) before leaving the polling centers. The former Labour Party presidential candidate stated this at the weekend at the university on the Niger Umunya Anambra State-owned. Okay, university on the Niger Umunya Anambra State-owned by the Anglican Communion. Obi, who recently dumped the African Democratic Congress (ADC) and joined the Nigeria Democratic Congress (NDC), where he is aspiring for the party's presidential ticket. During the visit, donated 25 million to support the development of infrastructure in the institution. This 25 million, 30 million, 50 million that you are donating to schools, it is a very good development. It is a very good initiative. It is a very good gesture. Had all politicians been donating like this country would be far better than it is right now. But this 25 million naira that I'm telling you now is more than enough for you to create this platform, a life-saving platform for we Nigerians. Create this platform, an online coverage platform where we can cover the electoral process live from our polling unit. Feeding questions from newsmen as to why he's still donating millions to education institutions when he is expected to be saving such money to fund his presidential ambition. When he is expected to be saving such money to fund his presidential ambition. The former Anambra State governor stated, funding the education sector is more important than spending money to win presidential election. It doesn't correlate. Are you going to spend all your money on funding the educational sector? No. If you cannot fund a party agent, it automatically means you are not going to spend all your money on funding the educational sector. We are not dumb. We Nigerians, we are not dumb. Let your things be straightforward. The people love you, so your things should be straightforward. You spend 50, you give school 50 million, 30 million, 25 million, and those millions you keep giving school and health institution. Very good. We love it. But you cannot say you are not going to spend a dime on the election process. That you want to put your hope on INEC, you want to trust INEC, and you expect INEC to declare the real winner, the true winner. That is dreaming. That is failing woefully. That is making the same mistake twice. The very same mistake you made in 2023. Whereby at the end of the day, when the matter was taken to the court, you were on the news complaining that INEC refused to give you sensitive material to prove that you won the election. How do you expect INEC to give you sensitive material to win the election when they are the one that declared that you did not win the election? Giving money to school is very good. We love it for it. It's very good. But something that is better is using your money to guarantee your passage to a stage where you can do times 100 or times 1,000 of that deed that you are doing with your money. You can't say you are giving 25 million, 30 million, 50 million to schools and from your own personal pocket, from your personal account, and you now say that you don't have money to pay party agent. Okay, if you don't have money to pay party agent, you create an online platform with which Nigerians will be able to cover the electoral process in their polling unit live coverage. All they have to do is raise up their phone, as long as you are not the one that will buy the phone for them or do sub for them. All they have to do is go to the platform. The platform should be created by good technical professionals that you know that they are not going to betray you. that are not affiliated with your enemies. It can be from foreign countries. I can go to the platform, click on my state. Maybe I can say my state is Borno State or Sokoto State. Click on my local government. Maybe my local government is A, B, and Z. Click on my ward. Then I can click on my polling unit to show that I'm really right there at that particular polling unit that I'm claiming. They can say I should cover my PVC first. Then they can demand for a QR code that will be sent on the dime minute to ensure that I'm really covering for that polling unit. By the time INEC and APC hears that more than 100 people are doing live coverage of the electoral process, and the coverage is showing the same thing from a particular unit, polling unit, they won't be able to do otherwise. But for you to come out and say that you're not going to spend money as in stuff, you are going to spend money, Baba. You are going to spend money. You don't take power, as in, you don't tell someone who has power to give you the power free of charge, as in, say, Tinubu, give me the power now, give me the power now. Then I say, okay, yeah, take. That is not realizable. So let's move on to let's move on. He said, feeding question for newsmen as to why he's still donating millions to education institutions when he's expected to be saving such money to fund his presidential vision. Okay. The former Anambra State governor stated, funding the education sector is more important than spending money to win presidential election. Okay. He emphasized that the future greatness of Nigeria lies majorly on the education of the children. Obi said that he is more interested in investing in their education than investing in his ambition to become president of the country. The people don't love you. You are a very wise man, but that does not mean that the people are dumb. You cannot spend all of your money in funding the education in Nigeria. We know you have the good heart, you have the will, you are a man of integrity. That's why we want to take you to a better place where you will be able to do that massively, greatly, unbelievably, immensely. Your money is not going to be able to show to the world, show to Nigerians what you are capable of, what your goodwill, what your good heart, what your integrity is capable of. You need a larger money, and to get to that place, save your money now and use it to get to that place. He particularly urged Nigerians to be ready to protect their vote during the presidential election, rather waiting for the contestant to recruit polling unit agents to police the votes. Oh God. You should recruit polling unit agent, but in any case that you don't want to recruit polling unit agent, there should be a platform. This platform that I've been reiterating, emphasizing on, there should be a platform, an online platform where we can do live coverage of the electoral processes from our polling unit. I don't need to recruit anybody as polling unit agent. They, as in voters, should recruit themselves because we are talking about a better society for them and their children. Obi asserted, yes, we will recruit ourselves. Like I rightly said earlier on, I have my phone, I will buy my data, I'm ready to cover the electoral process in my polling unit live, right from when they will be unboxing the ballot box, bringing out the ballot paper, sorting and collating them, counting them, announcing the winner, declaring the winner. I am ready to cover this. I'm ready to do a live coverage of this. But you create a live platform for me where I can go to click my state, click my local government, click my ward, click my polling unit. Then you ask me for sort of verification to show that I am really at that polling unit. And I am really a voter in that polling unit. So let's go. Because we are talking about a better society for them and their children, Obi asserted. He said that he recently received commendation from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, for his support a year ago to the Department of Dentistry. If you spend all your money finish for education, your personal money, if you spend that finish for education, can you spend all of your money, all of your hard-earned money, all of your acquired money on education because you want to help Nigerians? You need a better position where you can help Nigerians. We know you have a good heart. You are a wise man, but that does not mean that we, your followers, we are not wise also. He said that he was contacted and told that only 15 out of the 60 students approved for the department were finding it difficult to write their graduation examination. He said that he visited the institution department at Utuku, Uzala. gave donation to the department and that he received a thank you message a few days ago from the institution that the department currently admits 60 students just because they have procured the equipment. Obi said, let me tell you, public life is not about winning elections. It is not about office. It is about investing in humanity. You are right. But you will be 101% right had it been you were not contesting, you were not a politician. Had it been everybody know you for a philanthropist, a humanitarian, that's how he helps people. He loves helping people. He loves helping humans. He's a humanitarian. He's a philanthropist. Then you will be 101% right. But now that you are contesting for the office of the president, you cannot tell me that you'll be doing these donations, which means you love helping the people, and you know that office of the president is a better place for you to help the people more greatly. You now tell me that, okay, in going there, you're not going to pay for your transport, that will take you to the office of the president, where you can access opportunities, resources to help the people times 1,000 of your own personal resources. You're not going to tell me that you can't afford to pay for your transport that will take you to the office of the president, when you are spending your money on the people, helping the people, and you are contesting for the president. It is not logical. You are going to spend money to take power from Tinubu. It might not be, it is not going to compare to the one that Tinubu is going to spend. Tinubu might spend billions of dollars. In your own case, you might just need to spend few millions of dollars, or maybe not even up to $1 million, but millions. You are going to spend maybe millions of naira. Because if you put your hope entirely on INEC and APC to conduct a free and fair election, you have failed woefully. You have failed we Nigerians also woefully. And that is what we don't want. We don't want 2023 to repeat itself in 2027. So let's move on. He said, and for me, what I'm doing here, 25 million naira donation to the university on the Niger, Umunya, Anambra State is more important to me than winning election, because at the end of the day, we all came here to this world with nothing.